Okay. Okay, let's get into the re-entry. The re-entry should be coming soon. 25 minutes. 25 minutes.
The parachute deployment sequence, once again, will come in several segments, but in rapid fire succession.
And we have a great view of the moon out window 2. Looks a little smaller than yesterday.
Guess we'll have to go back.
She said, I guess we'll have to go back. Bitch, I don't think they're going to send any of y'all back.
Reid Wiseman and Jackie Mahaffey exchanging discussion on a view of the moon that Integrity's astronauts are seeing in the final minutes of this mission that will be completed with splashdown just 25 minutes from now. 3 forward bay cover parachutes will be used to pull the forward bay cover off the top of the vehicle.
So wait.
Then 2 drogue parachutes will be deployed to slow and stabilize the crew module during its descent, followed by 3 pilot parachutes.
Gotta hydrate yourself, man.
Hey.
Houston, we got a great view of the European service module out the window with the sun hitting the side and the solar rays and the NASA.
So what's this? Oh.
To mitigate any slow Integrity down.
So go
from
live.
its peak speed of almost 33 times the speed of sound to a gentle 19 miles an hour as splashdown.
Oh my God. So it's going to take them 24 minutes.
The vehicle is now currently in a roll to the proper attitude for entry interface.
So where's the
trajectory is right on according to flight dynamics.
So who got a good view of it? Who's got like the best view? Who's got the best view of it? Come on, bitch.
From southwest and northeast across the Pacific Ocean, descending at a rate of 15,000 feet per second. Range to touchdown 4,300 nautical miles, all the systems in excellent shape.
3,300 knots. So they're 3,300 miles outside of the atmosphere, or are they 3,300 miles? Where are they? So what's this view?
Integrity, Orion in the EI roll 180 attitude.
Looks good on board, Jackie.
I'm assuming they haven't reached the atmosphere yet because they can talk.
View, out of one of Integrity's windows.
Is that a fire?
3 good barrows. Those are barometric pressure sensors that feed altitude and rate of descent information to Integrity's computers that will trigger the parachute deployment sequence.
What is that?
We are less than 9 minutes away from entry interface, 22 minutes from splashdown.
So they're 9 minutes away from entry. Okay. So they haven't entered the atmosphere yet.
You can see the reflection of one of the crew members in the window. Out in the Pacific, the weather conditions remain go. Just a few clouds, some scattered clouds, winds at 10 knots, wave heights just about 4 feet. A gentle day in the Pacific for the homecoming of Integrity's astronauts.
Bro, like this is like y'all understand, like this is like the most intriguing thing I've ever fucking seen, bro. Like to me, bro, this is like the greatest thing ever to mankind.
Integrity back in EI attitude.
I wonder how fast they're still
Wish you the
traveling.
same on board, Jackie.
I wonder how fast they're still traveling, bro. I'm about to order my food. I'm gonna go ahead and get
Houston,
Chipotle.
bridge is complete. Crew and vehicle are configured for entry.
Go ahead and get Chipotle,
Houston
man.
copies.
I've been eating since I've been in the gym,
And
right?
we're in step 37.
I've been eating a
transferring
lot of
to
like
BFS.
bland shit, like fucking Chipotle, fucking shit like that, like steak, brown rice, black beans, like that's it. Like rice and black beans, that's what I've been getting, bro. And steak. It like I've been eating that heavy lately. And like
And Houston, in instruction 509.
so I'm
we
down
are not
22
below
pounds.
0.2.
I'm down 22 pounds, right? And like I'm I've been like shredding, bro. Like
Integrity,
my posture
no action
changed a
required.
lot, lost a lot of body fat, gained a lot of muscle mass.
Integrity.
I've been in the gym real heavy, bro. I've been wearing a weight vest and all that shit, bro. Trying to lose this weight. Trying to get down to 205. 205 is my goal.
Now 6 minutes away from entry interface. We will hit the first traces of Earth's atmosphere at an altitude of 400,000
Oh, look, you can see the glow
feet,
off of Earth.
traveling about 34,882 feet per second. Range to splashdown at that point will be
Is that stars?
1,701 nautical miles.
Oh, no, that's a reflection. No, that might be stars.
And once again, just a reminder, some 24 seconds after entry interface, we do expect to lose communications with the vehicle and the crew during a 6-minute blackout period when a plasma shield will build up around the spacecraft due to the ionization, due to heating effects.
How do they know that it's going to be 6 minutes, though?
And Flight Dynamics has just confirmed we will have a blackout period of exactly 6 minutes in duration. And once again, that's due to the fact that a plasma buildup around the vehicle will prevent communications and data, so we will not be able to talk to the crew members at that time, nor will we receive data here in
And you see how, like, this time, they're saying it.
Good on board. Just confirm no
They're saying, like, hey, like, we
downwards.
can't hear, we ain't going to be able to hear or see them. Like,
Houston concurs.
you see how, like that right
This
there,
blackout
that
period
there
to
shows
begin
you.
at 6:53 and 54 seconds p.m. Central Time. and
That right
beginning to
there
last
shows you
about
that
6 minutes in duration.
the first moon landing was fake. Because they didn't lose contact from them niggas.
We're 4 minutes
So it was
away
fake.
from entry interface.
Damn, look how close they getting. Like, look at this, bro. Like, this is like amazing, bro. This is like the most enthusing thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. This is crazy, bro. I wish I had like the fucking. I'm afraid of heights. I'm like terrified of heights. So I would never go into space because I'm afraid I will fall. In space, technically you're falling, you're at a free fall whenever you're in space. You're not like, people say there's no gravity, but it's not that there's no gravity. There's gravity in space. It's just very little, and you're at a fall in space the whole time. Like the space is just you're just at a free fall. Look at the glow from Earth, like
16.5 minutes till splashdown.
it's 2 minutes. in some seconds
The
until we lose
USS John
comms
P. Murtha and the
for 6
recovery team
minutes.
is on station and in position, as are the airborne imagery assets that we hope to receive imagery from as Artemis enters the Earth's atmosphere and through parachute deployment. All of Integrity's systems are in great shape. The crew is ready to complete its
Bro, like,
mission just 15.5 minutes from now. All of the activities today have gone off in
so
perfect fashion. No issues with the vehicle, no issues with the crew.
they won't
And the
even be
weather
able to
on the
walk
splashdown site is
for
go.
like a week when they get back. Like their bodies, well, I don't know if they only been in space for a week. So I don't know, maybe only like people who come from the space station, maybe they're the only ones who like can't walk. But like they can't walk after a while. Their body doesn't remember how to walk, so they have to relearn.
Coming up on 1 minute until entry interface.
I just want to see like the entry, like how it looks. Like, bro, like I wonder if they'll have a recording of that entry. Like,
Mark 1 minute until entry interface.
1 minute.
1 minute, 20 seconds until the expected start of our 6-minute blackout.
Integrity, 1 minute to a 6-minute blackout.
Integrity.
Bro, like this is crazy. It's about to black out right now. It's about to black out in like 10 seconds. And here's the blackout. Damn.
10 seconds till entry interface.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blackout. It should have blacked out.
And we have crossed the threshold, now entering the Earth's atmosphere. We're at 400,000 feet, traveling 34,800 feet per second.
So are we still able to see? Oh, wait. Look at them when they enter the atmosphere.
13 minutes, 10 seconds.
Look at it when they enter the atmosphere. Look at the color when they enter the atmosphere. Oh, it went out.
And as predicted, we've entered our communications blackout. This will be a 6-minute blackout period. No voice, no data from the crew.
Because of maybe, I don't know. I don't think it's the plasma. I think, well, yeah.
From the anticipated point of peak heating on the vehicle, where temperatures will rise to about 4,000 to 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Damn.
This is the true test of our trajectory.
What is that?
And from the G5 aircraft in the vicinity of the splashdown zone, this view of Integrity. So that pinpoint of light shows the vehicle as it enters the period of peak heating in the Earth's atmosphere, the first tug of gravity being felt by Integrity's astronauts since their launch back on April 1st.
What the? I'm ready to see like the whole thing, bro. I remember I watched the time whenever they tested out if they could redirect the direction of an asteroid.
Time to splash down, 11 minutes, 33 seconds.
They say it worked, but I don't think it really worked. But they did it because an asteroid was about to hit one of fucking Saturn's moons, or maybe it was Uranus' moon. it was gonna it was gonna hit that and fucking just it wasn't really gonna do nothing to it, but create a crater. This nigga taking pictures of people. Yeah, this is historic. This is
The landing
historic.
and support officer reports that the P-3 has acquisition on integrity.
Come on, bro. It's only 4 more minutes and we get to get back to
Left
integrity.
in this blackout period.
This is
a
fake. So this is like
of,
just an assumption.
The plasma buildup around the spacecraft and the repelling of that heat on integrity's heat shield.
They're moving at 25,000 miles per hour. That is ridiculous. They're only 33 miles outside of Earth's atmosphere. Bro, Mach, that's crazy.
Flight Dynamics reports that airborne assets in the vicinity of the splashdown zone do have a visual on integrity. Still 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in our blackout period. Time to splashdown, 9 minutes, 35 seconds.
What's this? DoorDash is heading my way. Bro, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
Multiple airborne assets as part of the recovery team all have visuals on integrity.
Like you could have seen the plasma buildup though. That's what's crazy. You could have seen the plasma buildup. Now it's like starting to get pulled. It's starting to get pulled. It's starting to get pulled from the gravitational
and the
pull
Navy
from Earth.
helos also have visuals.
That's why it turned to an angle because of the gravity.
We're still in the blackout
Gravity
period.
is playing a part, pulling the heaviest part of the ship down.
Communications from the crew.
So this is why asteroids don't do such of a big damage to Earth, because once it hits the atmosphere is burning it up with that plasma, right? And it's burning it up with the plasma, and once it enters the atmosphere, the Earth just slows it down automatically.
We should be out of the blackout period less than a minute from now.
I don't know, bro. 12,000 miles. See how it's slowing down? It was at 25,000 miles. It peaked at 33, and it slowed down. Now it's at 12,000 miles per hour. It peaked at 33,000. So the Earth's atmosphere is slowing it down, and that's why it's slowing down without parachutes. But they're gonna have parachutes to slow them down initially though, to like a safe speed. Probably going to slow them down to about 400 miles an hour. Those 6 parachutes, or however many they have.
Landing and support officer reports the small boats are en route to the splashdown target zone.
What is that? Oh, that's a still capture, a still picture. Of integrity. The Artemis 2. Integrity is the crew. Imagine turning space into a wasteland, like just like we just do our waste.
Our trajectory is perfect.
Trash and shit just goes to space.
We're getting intermittent views of integrity Still waiting to establish voice communication.
Integrity, Houston, comm check, post blackout.
Houston, Integrity, we have you loud and clear.
See how they could respond faster now?
Your trajectory is nominal.
It's 'cause they're on
your
Earth.
recovery teams have visual.
Guidance looks good.
No action for the enabled internal camera controller fail.
Big cheers from the viewing room here in Mission Control as voice communication reestablished with Commander Reid Wiseman. For America and a waiting world, Integrity is 5.5 minutes away from coming home.
They're already home. They made it back to Earth. They just haven't touched down on Earth. But they're already in Earth's atmosphere, so they're technically already
Passing
home.
100,000 feet now.
100,000 feet.
Range to splashdown 19 nautical miles.
19 knots. So why don't they go back to the picture, like to the camera view of Integrity? That's what I want to see. I want to see the view from Integrity. I don't want to see the view from the
impact
ground.
To the camera controller
This is
fail
view from the ground.
No cab 1 views of the chutes.
Damn, that bitch dropping fast.
We're processing good data through the GPS system. A good view of Integrity. Time to splashdown 4.5 minutes.
Where is its parachutes? When is it gonna
And a view
use
of Integrity
parachutes?
from the WB-57. We're at 50,000 feet.
It's at 50,000 feet and they never used parachutes yet? There it goes. It just broke the sound barrier. I did it again and again.
The pyros are armed for forward bay cover jettison.
Probably at about 20,000 feet. There's the parachutes.
And there go the first series of parachutes. And we're on drogues.
And Houston, we're visual 2 drogues out the window.
2 good drogue chutes. Next up,
It's still going fast.
the deployment of pilot parachutes that will pull the main chutes out. Time to splash down 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
I think before they can come out, I think they
Separate
have
according
to
flight dynamics.
wait a couple minutes.
We see the same on board.
Passing through 10,000 feet. Still on drogues.
When is the main chute gonna come out though? There it goes. Boom. Main
Main
chute.
chute deploy.
Ooh, one of them not working that well.
We're at
There it
5,000
goes.
feet.
There it goes. It's starting to work.
Search and recovery beacon has been activated on Integrity.
Boom.
And we have 3 good main chutes.
They're probably at about 300 miles per hour right now.
Good 3 main chutes, good reefing, good descent rate.
Good rates, and we see 3 good-looking parachutes.
The thing, like, like if something would have went wrong with the parachutes, they'd have made a movie out of
Cabin
this.
pressure indicates no need for hydrazine checks.
Integrity copies.
No need for hydrogen check.
This is a perfect descent.
So they'll be
for
able
integrity.
to open the
Its
doors
crew
sooner.
sounding Hale and Hardy on board. Time to splash down 1 minute 15 seconds.
I wonder how much the heat shield like allowed the thing to burn up, because the heat shield got taken away
Integrity
on the
about to complete a journey
shoot.
spanning 694,481 miles from its launch from the Kennedy Space Center back on
Damn,
April 1st, and a
694,000
trip
miles.
around the moon.
Is that thrusters? Like trying to slow it down?
Passing through 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. Probably at about 600 feet. You were getting to about 600 feet. There we go. That's a better shot. That's a jet.
Integrity splashdown, sending post-landing command now.
Splashdown confirmed.
Copy splashdown. Waiting on VLDR.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. From the pages of Jules Verne to a modern-day mission to the moon, a new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete. Integrity's astronauts back on Earth.
Let's go.
And the landing and support officer reports the vehicle is stable 1. We still will be deploying the crew module uprighting system to maintain that orientation. A perfect bullseye splashdown for Integrity and its 4 astronauts.
So the astronauts on board is Commander Reid Wiseman, Christina Koch, Victor Glover, and Jeremy Hanson. Them are the 4 astronauts on board. They have to wait right now for them to open, but they have to wait a long while to open. Look at the Pacific, bro.
The unofficial splashdown time, 7:07 and 47 seconds p.m. Central Time. We'll get that refined for you. That would put the end of the mission at a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 31 minutes,
let me write that down.
seconds.
7:07 is unofficial.
And we're configuring for very low data rate.
UO.
Once again, splashdown occurring in the Pacific, southwest of San Diego at 7:07 and 47 seconds p.m.
Integrity Houston, comm check on VLDR.
Look at this nigga in the green. This nigga the Power Ranger.
Houston, we have you loud and clear.
This nigga over
VLDR.
here.
How us?
Oh,
We
y'all
have
can't
you
see
the
him.
same.
The
We'll
camera's
meet
in
you
the way.
over in post-landing.
Perfect communications established.
What a journey. We are stable 1, 4 green crew members.
Houston copies all.
Damn,
Wiseman
bro.
reporting 4 green crew members. That is not their complexion. That is the fact that they're in great condition. That's what that means. So stable 1, upright. The crew module uprighting system is being deployed. The 5 airbags being inflated through helium to maintain the upright configuration for the
Hey, they
vehicle.
should have let him do like a
This was
speech or something
entry and a textbook
during the
touchdown
entry.
for Integrity.
That would have been like
Reid,
iconic.
Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hanson back
That'd have been
on Earth
iconic, bro.
after
That'd have
a
been
journey
iconic as
around the
fuck.
moon.
That'd have been iconic as fuck, bro. Niggas got their floating devices on just in case. I'm ready for him to like go ahead and get him. Go ahead and pick him up, man. I want to see like the exit from the
To
module,
monitor the
or
functioning
not the
of
module.
the
The
seamless system. The airbags are being
I guess that's a
inflated
module,
to
right?
maintain a stable one or upright configuration. And there's a good view from one of the naval helicopters hovering overhead.
Nigga said good view. Boy, good view where?
Reid Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members, meaning they're all in excellent shape.
Y'all gotta understand this. A black man went on a trip around the moon.
Integrity Houston for SAR beacon and radio.
SAR beacon is in 406, and we're powering the radio now. Go ahead.
We see the beacon on.
So what time
However,
was
the
the
recovery team is not seeing the signal. Your SAR radio uses the same antenna, so you may run into trouble with the radio.
Okay, copy. We are also powering up the sat phone now.
So
I'm just writing
Integrity is
down.
in great shape. And as the crew continues its post-splashdown timelined activities on board, Reid Wiseman once again reporting that all 4 crew members are in excellent shape. And we have 5 inflated airbags to maintain an upright configuration so that the recovery team.
So I just wrote it down. All the unofficial time is 7:07.
To the vehicle. Meanwhile,
But
here in the flight control room, entry flight
Commander
director
James
Wiseman
Wiseman said that all members are green, so all are good. In great condition.
Down the vehicle after a thorough systems check.
Yeah, they gotta let that pressure out.
Gases to be concerned about, so the recovery personnel can approach the vehicle, but not until we have powered down the spacecraft. That's expected to take a few more minutes.
Bro, like this is like some of the craziest stuff ever, bro.
Following its historic flyby of the moon.
This is like amazing, bro.
It was, for all intents and purposes, a textbook mission.
On 2828, but I'll remain on this frequency.
Saying he's gonna remain on the frequency.
Copy.
Reid Wiseman indicating some trouble with the SARSAT phone on board.
Did I say James Wiseman?
What is more important,
I mean Reid
the
Wiseman
vehicle is
reported
solid.
that all 4 crew
No
members
issues
were green.
as we begin the power down of the vehicle to begin the recovery process.
Go recover them. But I want like a great shot of it though. Like, nigga, we just went to the moon, to its atmosphere, kind of, sort of, and slingshotted ourselves back to Earth. Like, I wish I was like bold enough to say, hey, let's go to space and let me do that. Let me become an astronaut. Let me do it.
Here in Mission Control reports that we have safed the prop system on Integrity.
Can you say again? That was very weak and broken.
Integrity, Houston did not call.
Copy that, Houston. It might have been on the SAR radio. Stand by.
There we go. That's a better view of Integrity.
All of the milestones were executed in perfect fashion. Integrity entering the Earth's atmosphere right on time, reaching its peak speed shortly after a blackout period began. We emerged from the blackout period, but the recovery imagery airborne assets were able to pick up Integrity's descent almost immediately through entry interface, tracking the vehicle all the way down. And finally, you saw the sequence of chute deployments. First, the forward bay cover being pulled off the top of the vehicle by a series of 3 parachutes. Then the drogue chutes were deployed, followed by the 3 main chutes that slowed the splashdown velocity of Integrity to just 19 miles an hour.
Damn, that bitch slowed it down. I thought it was gonna slow it down to like 60 or 70, maybe 100. I didn't think it would slow it down all the way below 20 miles per hour. Well, the big ones, yeah, there were 3 big ones, but there were a total of like what, 9 shoots. I think the ones before the main shoots, I think those slowed it down to about 500 miles.
Integrity, Houston, with no joy on SAR and SAT phone, we'd like you to command an additional 15 minutes for a total of 30-minute power down delay.
Damn, Integrity say something back.
All right, Jackie, we have selected T/D+30. No joy on SAR radio or sat phone. And stand by, we have the master diver on SAR radio. Please hold comms.
Hey, Lily. Excuse me. Hey, Jackie, we just got the master diver on SAR.
Look at the rescue boat. Well, a rescue boat. I should say recovery boat.
One of the fast boats.
Integrity, Houston, if you are happy with your comm with Master Diver, you can go back to the 15-minute power down.
Okay, stand by. Yeah, we'll confirm here in a second.
The crew on board Integrity coordinating with the flight control team in Houston here in Mission Control.
What's
on
that?
The timing of the power down of the vehicle, which will be the precursor.
What's making it wake like
the,
that?
Recovery teams approaching the spacecraft. There are no issues with Integrity. We've had a bit of broken capability in establishing a SARSAT or satellite phone communications capability.
Is that dolphins?
Crew on board Integrity and the recovery team. That will get sorted out here shortly. There's plenty of cooling on board Integrity, so there's no rush to begin the power down.
I'm trying to call you on the sat phone and not getting an answer there either.
Concur. We haven't had anything come through.
He said concur.
And Houston, if you could relay to recovery that we hear them, but it does not appear as though they are hearing us.
That was a dolphin.
Houston copies, and Reid, just to confirm, you are pushing the PTT on the radio.
So as we continue to sort out the communications between
So,
Integrity and the recovery teams, we are standing by for the initiation of the power down procedures. That,
so the power
as
down
you
is taking
see, the recovery
15 minutes,
teams
a total
are
of
moving
15 minutes.
towards the side of the capsule. The next major event will be the erection of that large inflatable raft called the front porch. That will be the port of call for the crew as they're being extracted one by one from the vehicle.
These niggas get recovered by the fucking navies.
Integrity Houston for sat phone. We are going to attempt to call you.
Good idea. Standing by.
And Jackie, yes, we are pushing the push to talk, the two buttons on the left side of the radio below the up-down arrows. We are utilizing them. I'm rebooting the radio to see if we get good comms.
Okay, we copy all, and just to confirm, you are seeing that you're touchdown plus 3030 for power, correct?
That's affirmative.
How them niggas went back? They ain't get no call, so they went back. Niggas said, "Oh, the niggas must not be ready."
We are trying a backdoor approach to have mission control here call the crew on their satellite phone. This is all part of the coordination for the power down of the vehicle that will initiate the actual recovery operation. The first boats with the Navy divers on board are standing by, waiting to close in on Integrity to begin the process of erecting the large inflatable raft that's called the front porch that will be where the astronauts are extracted from so that they can have a few minutes to get their land legs back before they're hoisted aboard the Navy helicopters for the flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha.
Cannot reply.
I really feel like I could do that. I really feel like I could be an astronaut, bro. I just do, bro. I mean, I feel like if I was to go up there, and like once I get up there, I would like and see that I'm fine. I'll be okay. I wouldn't be paranoid because of the fall and the height, and I wouldn't be scared. Because I am terrified of heights, bro. And just to be like in space, it just seems like it would just be
very weak,
it would be crazy.
but readable. Master diver, we can hear, but they cannot hear us.
Man, them niggas got a Fugazi phone, bro. They got a Fugazi satellite phone. The satellite phone sucks. The satellite phone sucks, man. Fuck it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Bro, I gotta go get my Chipotle. It just made it.
And Houston on OE1, is there any chance to tie us into NRD?
Checking.
This is Mission Control, Houston. While we stand by for the establishment of communications between Integrity and the recovery team that is basically standing by very close to the spacecraft, we're going to go to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha, where Megan Cruz is standing by with Administrator Jared Isaacman.
Hey, Rob, yeah, just such an honor to be able to be here on the ship, to be able to share and experience this moment with everyone together. And of course, as you just said, yes, here with NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. Administrator, how did you feel getting to witness this and seeing NASA at its best?
Oh, I mean, I'm honestly, I'm still at a loss for words. I mean, you know, like the childhood Jared right now can't believe what I just saw. I mean, almost been waiting my whole lifetime to see this, and then it's NASA Administrator. I just couldn't be more proud of the entire workforce, the years, the effort, the late nights, all the hard work from across the country that contributed to this incredible moment right now. And yeah, incredibly grateful too for our teams here on the John P. Murtha right now.
Yeah, look at them behind us here.
We got everybody. Hey, what do you guys think? We just brought some astronauts back from the moon, huh? Unbelievable. Thank you. Yeah, so grateful to the Navy, the sailors that are here, the NASA teams. I mean, this is a joint effort that's on their way right now. These recovery forces are getting out to our Orion spacecraft, to Integrity, get our astronauts back on the ship safely.
Yeah, and this is not just an accomplishment for NASA. This is an accomplishment for humanity. Again, a historic mission to the moon and back. How does this make you feel, and what do you hope people take away from this?
Well, I'll tell you, you know, I think about the crew members that we've all had an opportunity to observe over the last 10 days, right? I mean, they're absolutely professional astronauts. I mean, wonderful communicators, almost poets. But then I think these were the ambassadors from humanity to the stars that we sent out there right now. And I can't imagine a better crew than the Artemis II crew that just completed a perfect mission right now. So yes, it's a huge moment for everybody, right? I mean, we are back in the business of sending astronauts to the moon, bringing them back safely, and to set up for a series more. I mean, this is not a once in a lifetime, which you hear sometimes around here. It's like, this was a once in a lifetime. No, it's not. This is just the beginning. We are going to get back into doing this with frequency, sending missions to the moon until we land on it in 2028 and start building our base.
Yeah, are we going to build on the momentum for Artemis 3? I mean, it's just around the corner.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's, you know, part of me too. Like, I can't wait to get the crew off of Integrity right now, but also getting Integrity back on this ship so we can start taking a look at it, because all that data is so precious to us right now. I mean, we are going to definitely want to take a good look at the thermal protection system. We're going to want to download all the data they couldn't transmit back to us and use that to inform Artemis 3. But we're already making progress, right? You had SRB segments already showing up at KSC. Core stage for Artemis 3 is rolling out on April 20th. We're getting Mobile Launcher 1 back in vehicle assembly building. So yes, there is a lot to celebrate right now on a mission well accomplished for Artemis 2. And at the same time, we got to start getting ready for 3.
Amazing. And last question, you know, for people who joined us for all 10 days to see what we can accomplish together with our international partners, what do you think about the fact that we're going to keep doing this more and more and more?
It's incredibly exciting. I mean, yes, it's the contributions, like the best and brightest across the NASA workforce from across the country, our industry partners, our international partners. We had a Canadian Space Agency astronaut on board in Jeremy. We had the European Service Module. And you think, in the days leading up to this launch, I mean, 48 hours prior to launching Artemis 2, I was meeting with the Italian Space Agency. We signed a memorandum of understanding to build a habitation module on the moon. I mean, you have countries, all of our allies and partners coming together saying, we are committed to this effort. We are returning to the moon. We're doing it to stay. We are building that enduring presence. We are going to master the skills on the surface of the moon so someday we can undertake missions to Mars. It's just an incredibly exciting time, and we're not going at it alone. We're bringing everybody along with us.
Absolutely. And speaking of everyone, one more time, we're going to ask the crew here, you guys ready to land on the moon? Awesome. I love that.
It's going to be our first.
Thank you so much, Administrator. Appreciate you being here. We're, of course, going to stay on to watch the crew get extracted from Orion. So stay tuned, and we'll see you back here
shortly. I wish I was there. I wish I was there, bro.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you, Administrator Isaacman. We are in the process of
I wonder if I would be able to get in contact with Reid Wiseman.
Link and to establish the procedures.
Like just reach out to him.
To the power down of the spacecraft.
But, hey, bro.
Gently bobbing in the Pacific following a bullseye touchdown.
Come on my screen, bro.
7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m.
We could talk about the moon landing.
2.5 hours before sunset.
You can show me pictures that you took.
Southwest of San Diego. We have once again heard from the crew during that interview opportunity with the administrator, and we have 4 healthy crew members on board. We now have confirmation that the vehicle has been powered down as per the procedures. So we have vehicle powered down, and the flight control team here in Houston, Flight Director Rick Henfling, has handed over mission authority to the Exploration Ground Systems team out in the Pacific. Now, we will physically not get off console with this team until the crew has been extracted into the front porch, that inflatable raft that will be erected along the side hatch of Integrity. So we're standing by for that in the next step in the recovery procedures. But everything is in great shape, and we have 4 healthy crew members on board the vehicle. All of the entry events went by the book, no issues, perfect trajectory for Integrity. That was culminated with one final raise burn to improve the angle of attack for the vehicle as it entered the Earth's atmosphere. All of that flight dynamics computation.
That Chipotle was good as
like
fuck.
A charm.
Yeah, it did. That Chipotle was good as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, wait. Hold up. Bro, I got some hot sauce that I put with this Chipotle, bro. That hot sauce good as fuck.
So we are standing by for the recovery team to approach
good as fuck.
Integrity and begin the process of erecting that inflatable raft called the front porch, which
I need to
will
start
see
taking
the crew members be extracted from the hatch of Orion into that inflatable raft before they're hoisted aboard 2 Navy helicopters in a variety of different configurations. Each crew member will be hoisted in sequential fashion, in alternating fashion, 2 crew members for each helicopter before they turn around to head back to the John P. Murtha. Once on the deck of the ship, they'll be brought into medical bay for comprehensive medical exams. But Reid Wiseman has reported several times that the crew is in excellent shape.
He reported that them niggas was green, bro. Now here's Reid Wiseman. I wonder if I could get in touch with his team, bro.
So just to recap, it has been some 26.5 minutes since the splashdown of Integrity in the Pacific. The vehicle is in excellent shape. It performed like a champ all the way down through the Earth's atmosphere. All of the vehicle functions were checked off in excellent trip hammer fashion. The parachutes all deployed as planned. Splashdown occurring at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time. And after a bit of a tussle to try to establish a communications link with the recovery team,
did they get in contact?
We were finally able to run through the procedures for the powering down of the vehicle. We've handed over mission authority to the Exploration Ground Systems folks out in the Pacific, and the recovery team will be approaching the vehicle shortly to erect the inflatable raft called the front porch before opening the hatch to Integrity to bring the crew members onto that raft before they're hoisted onto 2 Navy helicopters, 2 crew members for each helicopter before they're flown back to the deck of the USS.
They've been on Earth for about 40-something minutes, right? They've been on, like, they technically they touched down on Earth. I mean, they touched the water. I mean, still touchdown. I wonder how hot it is in there. I wonder if they're like freaking hot. like super freaking hot. Like if it's like really freaking hot in the air. Like I wonder if there's like no AC in that bitch on. Like it's just hot as fuck. I mean, I know the heat shield protected them from like all of that heat, and they basically don't feel any of the heat. Man, I might join the Space Force, man. I might join the Space Force, man. Let me see. This nigga not answering?
Your call has been...
Bitch ass nigga not answering. Nigga was over here talking about, hey man, let's join the military. I'll join the military. I'll join the Space Force. What's up? That's the only part of the military I'm willing to join. Fuck, nigga. Man, what the fuck? Bro, how long is they gonna be doing this shit? That helicopter been flying in a circle for like this whole time. Since that motherfucker splashed down. This is like...
This is Mission Control, Houston.
Intense.
After talking to the flight dynamics folks, we have a bit of a refinement on the splashdown time.
What was
you.
the response?
Their computation
okay.
shows a splashdown time of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m.
So 7:07.
7:07 and 27 seconds p.m.
7:07 is when is the official the official splashdown time. 7:07 is the official splashdown time.
That would equate to a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds. Once again, from Flight Dynamics, a splashdown time of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time.
27
that would
seconds.
equate to a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour,
PM
32
Central.
minutes, and 15 seconds.
So they just touched down at 7:07. So they've been down there since
Reports from
33 minutes ago. 33 minutes. They've been
recovery
home.
team
33
in
minutes, man.
communications with the crew aboard Integrity that the crew remains in excellent shape as they await the approach of the team for a final hazard gas evaluation before they
7:07,
move to the
27
side of the
seconds.
vehicle to erect the inflatable life raft called the front porch.
Bro, we playing Washington right now. Bam ain't got 83. That's crazy.
Again, no issues with Integrity. The vehicle is powered down. All of its systems are now safed. We have handed over mission authority to the Exploration Ground Systems folks in the Pacific, but we will not stand down and have the entry flight control team depart its positions until
You know what's so crazy? Bam scored at 87 points, but that nigga only averaged
raft,
17 points a
the
game
front porch
versus
is
Washington.
erected, the hatch open, and the crew having exited the vehicle. So that's the next step in the recovery process that will lead to the hoisting of the crew members for 2 crew members for each helicopter. They'll be hoisted to a pair of Navy helicopters that will then fly a short distance back to the USS John P. Murtha. What you're looking at is one of the fast boats circling the vehicle to make a hazard assessment.
Well, I guess like they're trying to make sure like sharks or something. What the fuck? Look how burnt up the ship is. Damn. Motherfucker got burnt the fuck up entering the atmosphere. This motherfucker, like, these niggas, like, taking forever. I'm trying to see. These niggas my heroes, bro. I ain't lying. I'm trying to see, like, all right, they made the assessment. Now y'all get to getting. Pop out the front porch, fuck nigga. What the fuck these niggas got in their hands? The fuck are they doing? Checking to see if it's okay for them to open the door. Look at the wake in the water, like. All right. Where the front porch at, man? I think I see it right there. I think this is it right here. This right here might be the door for them to get the fuck out of there. This is like the best camera view that they had so far. All the other ones suck. Like the quality of them suck. The quality of it look like that. And this one is just too far.
This is Mission Control Houston. Once again, you're watching the initiation of the recovery of the Artemis crew aboard Integrity. All of the Navy divers and the fast boats are now approaching the spacecraft after conducting a hazard assessment. The vehicle has
What kind
been
of
powered
hazard,
down.
though?
Entry Flight Director Rick Henfling now waiting for the life raft, the front porch, to be erected along the side of the vehicle so that the hatch can be opened and the crew members extracted from Integrity, soon to be hoisted one by one into a pair of Navy helicopters for a short flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha. If you missed it earlier, we talked to Flight Dynamics and received a more official touchdown time or splashdown time, as it were, of 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time, 5:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Pacific Time. That would equate to a mission elapsed time of 9 days, 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Man, like, this shit is killing me. Come on. Let's see, bro. It's killing me, bro. This shit is killing me. I'm trying to like really like, yeah, like I want to see them niggas get the fuck out of that bitch. Like, ain't no sharks. The sharks ran away. The sharks ran away, bro. Ain't no sharks. The vehicle was too hot when it landed in the water. When it splashed down in the water, man. Come on, bro. But like this is like, bro, I love this shit. That's why, like, when Pearl be talking about like the Earth and like everything, like that's why it triggers me because like, bro, like I love astronomy, like I love it, like I love astronomy. I love anything about outer space, like I love it, bro. I absolutely love it. Like I love anything about space. Like if anyone ever wants to like have a conversation with me and like they don't know what to say, like just talk about space. Like talk about other planets. Talk about the moons. You could talk about like the asteroid belt, the named asteroids, all of that shit. Let's talk about these games. What games? What games you trying to talk about? I bet you didn't ban Pearl earlier whenever that nigga was trying to trigger me, bro. Bro, so yeah, right now we can talk about the game right now. So split fiction. What do you think about us doing split fiction, Flood? We could do split fiction. I bought it like 20 minutes before I started streaming. I bought it because I was going to do it with anyone. I was just going to play it with anybody.
We have no hazardous
but we could do that. We could do a way out.
And no hazardous situation with the vehicle.
We could do It Takes Two.
All the way down.
Well, I think It Takes Two is only co-op land.
Central Time.
But I could check it though.
And as you can see, the first phalanx of recovery personnel now pulling up alongside of Integrity.
Bro, when is Integrity gonna do the front porch thing? I'm just trying to see something.
Other recovery personnel who have trained for several years.
Bro, what if somebody come in there, walk out of it and just fall? What if they just fall, slip and fall? It's already probably gonna be like tough for them niggas to walk, because they like, another reason why like it takes them so long is they gotta give their bodies time to readjust to gravity, and they gotta let all of the blood flow in their body. So they're probably on there stretching and getting a nice blood flow through their body.
At this hour, some 41 minutes following splashdown, the vehicle has been powered down. There's no hazardous gas emanating from the vehicle. That's why the first team of recovery personnel has been able to pull alongside Integrity. And the reports continue to come in that the 4 astronauts are in excellent shape.
Man, they keep telling them niggas, hey man, them niggas all in good shape. Fuck, nigga. That's because they doing all that stretching. They probably got like a really good stretch too. When they got back to Earth. Like when they got in, when those parachutes, those main parachutes deployed, each one of them probably stood up and stretched. Probably got a good ass stretch too. It's gonna be uncomfortable for them niggas to sleep. Probably for about a good 3 days. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I can only imagine like the way your body reacts after coming from outer space. Cause I know like when you're in space is like, there's gravity in space, like I said, but like space is just like a constant fall. That's all it is like it's just a constant fall. It's just you just falling forever. Like you're not floating or anything, you're just falling. It's a fall. Like it's a constant fall. is nothing. Is no direction in space. There's no north or south pole of space. There's no west. There's no east. It's just. It's only a fall. It's no direction. So, like, there's gravity.
This is Mission Control Houston, continuing to
but
watch the
it's very, very,
initiation of the
very little.
recovery of Integrity's
That's
astronauts.
why
One by one, they'll be brought out of the
that's why, like,
spacecraft onto a large
our solar
inflatable
system.
raft.
That's
Just
why
a
our
short
solar
time from
system
now.
like
In the meantime, we can go back
orbits
to
the
USS
sun
John P.
because it's
Murphy,
the
where my
gravitational
colleague
pull
Megan Cruz
that's
is
making it
standing
do it.
by to provide her situation
And the
report.
sun is running away
Megan, can
from
you
us,
hear us?
and we're just chasing the sun. Every planet in our solar system is just chasing the sun. That's it.
Hey, Rob. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. Yeah, we're back here on the bow of the recovery ship where there are still plenty of people peering out into the water. We are not very far.
That's
from
why
the
there's
action
rogue
everyone is
planets.
seeing on their screen now.
Because they just
The Orion Spacecraft
they got lost.
Integrity in the ocean, surrounded by a number of
They couldn't
recovery
keep
boats.
up with the sun, with their star.
As Rob has been saying, in those recovery boats, NASA and Navy personnel specifically trained to get the astronauts out of Orion.
I need a toothpick. All right, toothpicks.
In some of our wide shots, you can probably see that there
There we
are
go.
6 boats out in the water.
Oh, here we go.
More than 40 people out in the water right now on those boats.
Hold on, wait. What's this? They just latched on.
First order of business is to set up the front porch and the stabilization collar. You might also hear it referred to as a stab collar. Basically just to make sure that Orion stays upright, doesn't sway in the water too much, again, to make it easier for recovery forces
You mean
to get
integrity?
the astronauts out.
You mean integrity? She said Orion. They detached from Orion.
Again, we splashed down in the Pacific Ocean just after 5 p.m. Pacific time here. It's a requirement by NASA to be able to get the crew out of Orion within 2
Integrity.
hours of
She's calling it
splashdown.
Orion.
So doing great on time so far. Plenty of time. No
It's almost
rush
an hour.
either. I was speaking to NASA flight surgeon Rick Schuring earlier in this broadcast, and he said to me, no rush to get the crew out. Just want to make sure that they're feeling good, and whenever they're ready to take their step out of Orion and onto that large raft, the front porch, folks will be ready.
So the raft is front porch. It opened. They opened it.
And as there are mission audio loops in mission control in Houston.
So give us a shot. Give us a shot of
here on
like the
ship.
crew coming out.
And it was just reported out that the side hatch is open. Side hatch of Integrity is open. You're getting these beautiful shots from our aerial assets. The ship itself, where I'm on, just 3,000 yards away. Again, plenty of people on the boat here. glued to the side closest to where they can see all this action. And again, with just 3,000 yards separating us, great views from the bow here. You can see now that side hatch is open. One of the Navy personnel is about to get inside there.
They're giving us a better shot now.
In they
So
go.
what's the yellow thing?
In total, 4 will go into Orion. So it'll be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but
Integrity. Stop calling it
the
Orion.
goal is to have a recovery personnel with each astronaut assessing them. Boats getting closer now. Again, that one that's right up against Orion, those are the divers that will go in to the spacecraft to check on each of the astronauts. These other boats will begin doing a number of things, putting on.
So I wonder what the
stabilization
mission is
collar
in
onto Orion,
2027.
building that front porch.
What's the Artemis 3 mission in 2027?
Eventually,
Are they gonna
will
land on the
retrieve
moon
the parachutes,
and build like an infrastructure?
as well as tow Orion back to the well deck of the recovery ship here.
So I don't think there's many resources on the moon. I mean, obviously it's deprived of oxygen, so there's no fire, no heat.
Personnel to get their assessment of the crew inside of Orion. Why don't we toss it back to Rob for an update?
Yes,
I have to plan a lot of trees on it.
Control, Flight Director Rick Henfling and the entry team of
I
flight
doubt you
controllers
would.
still
I
on
doubt
duty.
you'd be able
The
to.
vehicle has been powered down for some time
There's
now.
no sunlight.
There are no hazardous gases emanating from Integrity. That, of course, allowed the recovery personnel to approach the vehicle and then open the hatch to begin the initial medical assessment of the crew, as you just indicated. Now we're standing by for the erection of that inflatable raft, the front porch, alongside of the vehicle that will enable the crew to be extracted one by one onto the raft, have a moment or two to get their land legs back before they're hoisted into 2 hovering Navy helicopters, 2 crew members for each helicopter, for a short flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha. All of Integrity's systems operated flawlessly throughout the course of the approach to the Earth, the entry into the Earth's atmosphere, and all of the key milestones that followed in this high-speed return to Earth for Integrity. A mission that spanned more than 694,000 miles from the vehicle's launch from the Kennedy Space Center atop the Space Launch System back on April 1st.
That's crazy. I gotta do back tomorrow at the gym. Probably gonna do some wide grip lat pull downs and some isolation lat pull downs and some seated rolls. Then probably hit a little bit of biceps. Then I'll get the fuck out of that bitch. I ain't even gonna do cardio tomorrow. I was, but I changed my mind. I might, because my legs are gonna be really sore. I'm going at 10. Damn. Damn, bro. Look at all of the like the journalists. Damn. They said there's like 40-something people to recover 4 people. That's crazy.
As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, the last time that the Apollo program saw a splashdown in the Pacific was Apollo 17 back on December 19th, 1972. So for the first time in 53 and a half years, we have reenacted that with the arrival of Integrity's astronauts as they flew around the moon.
What the fuck?
In that historic lunar flyby.
Oh, they threw the raft. The guy got in the water to do the raft.
Lunar injection burn that took them out of Earth
What if a
orbit
shark was to
following
eat that
24
nigga?
hours of a high Earth orbit trajectory. The high Earth orbit
Oh, it's two of them in
trajectory
the water.
enabled flight controllers here to have a full 24 hours to evaluate the systems on Integrity and the condition of the crew before they would commit to flying to the moon.
Shark just grabbed them niggas. Just like, look, another one dove in that bitch. So if they expect them niggas to walk all the way over there, it's gonna be hard for them niggas to walk. Beating the fuck out of the Wizards right now. 115-91. It's gonna be hard for them niggas to walk though, man. Man. Why I'm in the dark? I don't know. I don't know. I just did it. Why you hating though? Why you hating? Why you hating though? Bro, I just want to see these niggas get the fuck out. Like, let them niggas the fuck out. Tired of seeing niggas in a boat, man. I want to see niggas make it out of that bitch, man. These niggas are my hero. No hate, just making sure your stream is running in tip-top shape. Oh, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, but you should have made sure that you banned the fuck out of Pearl when he was getting on my nerves. That's what you should have did. That's what you should have been making sure. You should have been making sure that you banned that nigga. And then Solomon came in this bitch and was trying to drive the fuck out of me too. I was drove. It's cool though. It's cool. This nigga Pearl said gravity don't exist. Nigga said, and then started to say, oh no, it's mass. Nigga, where the fuck you think gravity come from? Mass, nigga. You idiot. Nigga dumb. That nigga stupid, man. Oh well. It is what it is. He could be dumb. That's on him. The law gonna help him out one of them days. Cause he need Jesus, bro. That nigga need Jesus, bro.
With the side hatch of Orion having been opened to set the stage for the erection of the inflatable life raft, known as the front porch.
Is it just me? Or does like my camera look like it's kind of like crooked?
Let's play for you an interview that my colleague Megan Cruz conducted.
It can't be, right?
John P. Murtha with Navy diver First Class David McMahon that explains how this process
Hey, go that better.
Okay, Davey, so you and
that should look crooked to me.
One last look over of the stabilization collar, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what is this stabilization?
Oh, I know why it looked crooked like that.
Stabilize the capsule out there in the ocean. We don't know how good the weather or the waves will be that day, so this will help prevent any unnecessary occurrences from happening, stabilizing the capsule and the astronauts inside.
So basically, this is a float that will go around Orion. I'm assuming that what they're doing right now, these are the lines that will attach the collar onto Orion.
That is correct.
Stop calling it Orion.
What are they doing here?
So we've got the lower line that will secure the inflation device before we inflate it. That gives us the go-ahead that it's secure in its space, and then we'll inflate it. And then once that is done, we'll undo all the carabiners and get this orange line on top tied in the same fashion. And then
Them half-inches bar.
Capsule, and the astronauts can safely take their first steps out of the capsule.
I don't fucking knots.
Okay, and how long will it take?
Hey, they must be linemen.
The stabilization collar.
That half-inch.
We'll handle this in under 10 minutes.
Okay, wow. And then you just mentioned the front porch. So basically, after they set up this stabilization collar, then they set up what's called the front porch here.
That's correct.
Okay, and what's the front porch?
Front porch is basically a bigger waiting room for the astronauts to sit in while we wait for the helicopters to show up and grab them.
Okay, so the medical team that was inside with the crew, they're going to help them out and onto the front porch?
That is correct.
And then what happens here?
We have higher trained medical personnel also on board the front porch that will give them lookovers and just make sure they're okay while we wait.
Highly trained personnel.
Okay. How does it feel? I mean, your team, you, to be part of a mission that's returning astronauts from the moon in more than 50 years?
We all feel extremely honored to be a part of this, as well as a bigger mission for the Navy and joining up with NASA to do great things.
And do you feel like you and your team are ready?
Yes, very ready.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Once again, the recovery operations are continuing out in the Pacific. We shortly should see that life raft, the front porch, erected alongside the side hatch of the vehicle.
Bro.
A number of flight controllers have come into the flight control room to receive congratulations from.
I'm trying to keep quiet for the comms.
We're going to stick with our operations.
But god damn, bro, they taking long as fuck.
Await the extraction of the 4 crew members who are reported to be in excellent condition.
You did not join the stream to watch Surviving the Sea, and then you spelled sea wrong. Nigga, this is the splashdown of the Artemis 2 crew that went on a journey around the moon.
While we stand by for that front porch to be erected alongside
they went on a journey around the moon, and now they splashed down in Integrity, which is a spacecraft, to get back to Earth.
Hey, Rob. Pausing now to listen to some internal audio loops. Again, the operations team here on the ship.
They went to Canada?
Communicating with everyone out on the water. It seems like currents are.
They went to the moon, nigga. They didn't go to the moon, but they went around the moon.
Collar, as well as the front porch. But again, the requirement to get the crew out within 2 hours of splashdown, plenty of time. So no concerns just yet.
I watched the whole splashdown. But they got 50 minutes or 53 minutes to get them out of the Integrity.
You can see in some of our shots that side hatch.
They landed at an official time. They took a point of trip. They landed at an official time of 7:07 at 27 seconds p.m. Eastern Central Standard Time. All 4 members reported as green, so they all reported as in perfect shape, and the crew that's on board is Commander Reid Wiseman, Christina Koch, Jeremy Hanson, and
back to Earth at 25,000 miles.
What was the other dude name? Victor Glover.
95,000-mile journey around the moon. if you think you get car sick.
Niggas landed on the moon years ago, and these niggas went around in 2026. Niggas did not land on the moon. A human being has never stepped foot on the moon.
Feeling great. But again, all those folks.
A human being has never stepped foot on the moon.
All about making sure we think about
it is in my belief
that can happen. And so, of course, wanted to be ready in case any of our astronauts needed more medical attention while out there in the water.
These niggas, them white folks beg to differ. Boy, that shit don't matter. I don't give a fuck who beg to differ. Like, we ain't never been to the fucking moon, bro. If we been to the moon, how the fuck we got off? If we landed on the moon and stepped foot on the moon, how the fuck we got off?
Orion from swaying as you see it is doing now.
Let me guess, with the lunar space module? No, nigga. How the fuck we was gonna get off that bitch?
And then they will connect to the front porch to the stabilization collar so that the crew can take 2 steps and they will be in the front porch.
These niggas need to, like, get these niggas off the fucking thing, bro. You ain't gotta convince me white people be lying since Columbus. Yeah, you right. And niggas, I found this land. You found it, and it just so happened people was living on it, huh?
On the mission audio loops, that's a good thing. Again, things proceeding pretty nominally, even if they're fighting some currents out there on the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, here come the front porch.
Again, the goal, setting up the stabilization.
Niggas took credit for some shit and then white people believed it.
So that the crew.
You sound racist.
Comfortably
I'm not even lying. Sound like.
So that 2 helicopters can lift them.
Nigga, why you gotta say white people? Why you gotta label them as white people?
Onto
why don't you just say
the USS John Murtha here?
People.
The helicopters are going to take turns picking up an
I'll just say people.
So again, Helo 1 and Helo 2.
At least say melanin deficient people. You sound like Dr. Umar, bro. I fuck with Dr. Umar, though. I'm assuming what's her name is going to get off first.
And the recovery team here on the ship just got a report from...
It took them an hour and 14 minutes or 7 minutes so far.
He is reporting
hour and 7 minutes.
4 members are green. All of our 4 astronauts, Reid, Victor, Christina, Jeremy, green, meaning they are feeling great, not the complexion of their skin. They are feeling great, happy to be home, and ready to be extracted.
They probably sick. Probably gotta throw the fuck up.
And so, as I was saying, we have 2 helicopters circling the activity you're seeing on the water right now.
These niggas just in the water.
Picking up an astronaut. So Helo 1 will come on in, hover above the front porch, about 40 feet above the front porch.
And latch on to the nigga.
A Navy recovery.
So I guess Christina Koch is gonna be the first one to get off. And then Commander Reid, Wiseman, and then probably Victor Glover, and then Jeremy Hanson is probably gonna be the last one.
Picks up Jeremy while Helo 1.
So Commander Reid's gonna come last.
And then Helo 1 will come back in for another astronaut, and then Helo 2 for the last astronaut, and then back to the flight deck.
So Commander Reid's probably gonna come out last then. Commander Reid Wiseman. He's probably gonna come out last.
I was talking to Assistant Artemis Recovery Director Paul Sierpinski. He said helos are a much quicker, safer way to get on board. They did actually consider boats, but then if you think about it, longer time, the crew would have to move through more of the ship. This way the helos will give a more direct, quicker route to the medical bay for our 4 astronauts. Beautiful shots from our aerial and
So
imagery
Lou, in
teams.
2027, they're gonna send someone to the moon. In 2028, they're gonna start building a base on the moon.
Clouds have dissipated.
So the
from
Artemis
clear
3
view
is gonna have
the
someone
bow
step
of the
foot on the
recovery
moon,
ship here.
and Artemis 4 is gonna have a crew of 7 astronauts to start building a base. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they say that they're gonna do it.
You can still see divers in the water there. Encircling Orion.
So I wonder, like, what they're gonna
Visualization color we've been
use,
telling you about.
like, what kind of lunar module they're gonna use to
As you
get
saw in that
onto the
interview
moon.
just a few minutes ago, they have to first connect it to Orion, and then once it's secured onto Orion, they can inflate it, and then they'll further secure it with other harnesses and lines.
Okay. So it's been an hour and 11 minutes. It's been an hour and 11 minutes. They have a total of 2 hours to recover the team. They have to recover the team at 2 hours.
About an
By
hour and 10
2
minutes
hours.
since splashdown in the Pacific Ocean here.
Hour and 11 minutes. And this is in the
Reid,
Pacific,
Victor,
so
Christina, and Jeremy
that's why the sun is out.
back home
Because over here,
after
the sun's
a
going down.
history-making mission to
Or
the moon and
I
back.
believe it made it down already.
And if you missed what we said just a couple of minutes ago, the undersea medical officer inside.
So they have roughly about 40 something minutes, about 48 minutes
Feeling great.
left to recover them. They have to recover them in about 48 minutes. They just put up the front porch and they're securing it.
Progress being made there on the stabilization collar. It looks like they are beginning to inflate it. And it looks like they're starting to unfold the front porch in order to get that into the water here shortly and inflate that as well.
Okay. So they finna put that in front of it and latch it and carabiner it to the
40 people out in the water right
the
now.
ship, and they're gonna allow them to stand on that.
And those Navy and NASA personnel have been in the water for now about 4 hours.
So the Navy personnel, they've been in the water for 4 hours. It's crazy work. They've been on a boat for 4 hours just to help NASA. That's how rich NASA is, bro. NASA is so rich that it can afford to pay the military.
Get out so early is just to stage everything. And actually here on the ship, when there are flight operations happening, you can't have anything else, right? Just because the flight deck can be a dangerous place, so they just want to focus on
Them niggas
coming and going from the ship. So that's
Them
why
niggas.
they wanted to get the boats in the water.
Niggas probably was tired being in that water. They was in that water for about 40 minutes.
They needed for the flight ops.
They was swimming for about 40 minutes, bro. And look, this nigga got back in the water. You fucking asshole.
Crew here out in the water. They will stay out in the water for a number of hours after we recover the crew and get them back on the ship, because then they have to recover Orion. All right, that's
So they had to
collar looking good
swim
around Orion.
underneath
We're We're now seeing some recovery personnel getting on.
They had to swim underneath the Integrity just to get that thing on there.
It to Orion to make sure that it can really prop up the spacecraft. It's basically lifting it up off of the water just a tad.
Not a tad.
Again, so it's not so.
They basically lifted it completely the fuck off of the water.
So it doesn't sway so much in the water there.
It's gonna still sway. Just as much. It's the wake. You're stupid.
And now that front porch looks like it's nearly fully inflated as well. You can see a much larger
so
area.
You know that sleep time, like sleep schedule, was only invented by women to prevent men from understanding if they're really Batman.
And so once the crew get out of Orion,
Batman,
stretch their legs a little bit on this front porch, get some fresh air.
That nigga Batman was
enjoy this beautiful day here.
Had helped Superman save Lois. That nigga Superman told Batman, I couldn't have saved Lois without you. The nigga said, I'm aware of that. And then just flew off, nigga. Like, I don't know why the fuck you was over here flying with me, nigga, holding me, nigga. I don't need your ass to hold me, nigga. I'm a real nigga. That nigga called his ship over, hooked up to the ship and took off, nigga. I didn't need no ride, nigga. Nigga, I'm me, nigga. And then you seen how Lois, and then in that thing, Lois was like, wait, Bruce Wayne, he was with me when it happened. I need to make sure he's okay. That nigga Superman said, he okay. Nigga Bruce Wayne got that nigga bitch wanting him, nigga. Man, don't worry about that nigga. Yeah, nigga Batman, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Batman, the Bat. Greatest nigga all time. The Bat.
All these views you see.
Look at how they lifted it up off the what's it called?
Operations center here on the ship.
I wish Batman was black though.
Very important for our recovery.
Nah, then they would probably call him Black Man.
Leading the mission.
It's probably best.
All the views that you're seeing as well.
It's probably best.
Again, listening to their communication loop here on the ship. Very quiet, which is a good thing.
How you gonna up and jiggle, yeah? How you gonna do a thing? How you gonna earn it up? We just finished skirming up. And how you gonna goose again? Them niggas putting floaties on that motherfucker. That nigga fell. Hey, that nigga fell. That nigga fell. I told you somebody was gonna fall, nigga. That nigga fell. That nigga busted his ass, nigga. That nigga fucking straight up fell face first, nigga. Nigga tried to jump on that bitch, though, nigga. That nigga fucking fell. That bitch hopped up quick, though. Okay. He fell, but hopped up fast than a motherfucker. Nigga straight up ate, nigga. That nigga ate it. I would say he ate dirt, but that nigga ate rubber. Yeah, I got an incoming ad in about 50 seconds, bro.
The Air Rescue Vest, ARV. And so this is the harness.
Ad in about 50 seconds, 45 seconds.
We'll get into in order to be hoisted into the helicopters. Again, those helicopters hovering just about 40 feet above the front porch when they're.
That nigga busted his ass, nigga. That's funny.
Pick up each crew
nigga, this gotta be. I think this on national television too. I'm just watching it on fucking NASA's YouTube. Here's the ad. Bro, what this nigga throwing? It was that nigga right there who busted his who fell. The nigga in the back with the white hat. He bending over. He got like he facing this way. That nigga busted his ass. That nigga fell. That nigga ate that shit. Face first, nigga. Boom. That nigga trying to jump on that bitch. He fucking caught it with his foot and then just slipped straight forward, nigga. Boom.
This is Mission Control Houston. Behind me, a fairly raucous scene as hundreds of flight controllers have poured into the flight control room here. This is reminiscent of the scene after the final shuttle mission of STS-135, although that was the end of a program. This is only the beginning of a program.
Damn.
With the textbook splashdown of Integrity and its 4 astronauts. We're standing by for the crew to be extracted from the spacecraft. Entry Flight Director Rick Henfling invited all of these flight controllers who have contributed to this mission to enter the flight control room to have an opportunity to receive well wishes and to share the mutual glow that exists in the wake of a textbook mission.
Damn, bro. Hey, my barber, his brother worked for NASA.
A sign that says
like he do like the lawn care and fucking all of the other shit, like the sprinkler systems and shit for NASA.
Splashdown activities, even as we await the crew being extracted from the vehicle to be hoisted onto Navy helicopters for the trip back to the USS John P. Murtha.
Nigga, why it went like black like that? The comms. Why'd the comms just go black like that? The comms went black like a motherfucker. The comms just went straight black. Like, I hate when that happens. Because now I don't know, like, oh, look, something's happening.
Once again here in Mission Control, this view of the Artemis flight control room.
Look at this nigga taking a picture. Taking a picture.
This is the old shuttle flight control
God
room.
damn, nigga, there's a lot of niggas in that motherfucker.
To the moon and beyond. Once again, quite a few flight controllers were invited in by Entry Flight Director Rick Henfling to share in the jubilation following the successful splashdown of Integrity. That splashdown occurring an hour and 22 minutes ago, as we stand by for the completion of the extraction of the crew, and ultimately they're
trying to sharpen my knife
Navy helicopters
for work
for a short flight back to the USS
but
John
this sharpener kind of sort of sucks.
Splashdown occurred at 7:07 and 27 seconds p.m. Central Time. I had an opportunity to talk to the head of flight dynamics, Jeff Birch, a moment or two ago. He said the trajectory of Integrity coming through the Earth's atmosphere was so precise, they've never seen anything line up on a ground track like today's entry by Integrity for its splashdown southwest of San Diego.
Sexy Red birthday in 5 days. Trying to pull up. Here, man. Trying to pull up, man. Yeah. Bro, them niggas got about 7:07. It's 8:30. Oh, look, there you go. First person. Here's the first person. The first person to get out of Integrity was Christina Koch.
Jubilation here in the flight control room. The first crew member is out of Integrity.
about to say, nigga, them niggas got like a couple minutes left to they got 30 something minutes. Like 35 minutes to get everyone. Look, it's hard for her to walk.
Momentarily to be extracted.
It's hard for her to walk. Look. Here's another one. It's hard for him to walk.
We now have 2 crew members.
That's
out.
Jeremy. Jeremy's the second one out. Christina and Jeremy came out first. So now it's gonna be Victor.
2 crew members out, 2 to go.
So who is? So I guess it's gonna be like a clearer shot of Commander Reid Wiseman.
Everything continues to go well.
I'm assuming that it's gonna be like a individual shot of him, and they're gonna get a great shot of him for him to wave and everything.
Out of the vehicle, reported that all the crew members were feeling very well.
Nigga, we beat the fuck out of Washington, 140 to 117. There's no defense in the NBA anymore. There's Victor.
Crew member number 3 now out.
There's Victor. So now this is gonna be Reid Wiseman right here. It's hard for them niggas to walk.
And now standing by for the commander, Reid Wiseman, who will be last out of his ship. Bobbing in the Pacific.
Moment of truth, Commander.
Ideal conditions. Integrity
Moment of truth.
Spanned 694,000 miles during its journey from launch to splashdown.
Moment of truth, Victor. Look at the amount of journalists. They're trying to get him out right now. Damn, pull him out. There you go. They pulled him out. What the fuck? Why'd y'all go to this terrible ass shot? Why y'all at a terrible fucking shot? Get us a still shot in front of him.
And,
in front. Wow.
Reid Wiseman out of the vehicle. All 4 crew members now out of integrity.
That's a terrible fucking angle. We couldn't even see the commander. We couldn't even see the commander. That was a horrible shot. That was a horrible shot. Why do you take that shot? Do you practice that shot? Step back one-legged? Do you practice that shot? I've never seen you practice that shot.
Once again, all 4 crew members now on
Them
the
niggas
front
can't
porch.
stand up.
And the procedure to begin hoisting them up to the...
I know they feel heavy too. I know they feel heavy as fuck. I know they feel like super heavy. I know they do. I know it. I know they feel super heavy, bro. I know they feel like they weigh 1,000,000 pounds, bro. Bro, I wish I worked for NASA, bro. This would be like groundbreaking. Bro, I'd be in that bitch, look, screaming, I'll probably be in that bit rooting for Jeremy though, you know, rooting for the brother, rooting for the brother, rooting for your brother. Yeah, black man went to space and went around the moon. Yeah. There they go right here.
This is Mission Control,
This is
Houston.
the 4 of them. They can't stand up.
The mission is over, but the melody lingers on as jubilation continues here in the flight control room. We should be expecting
Hugging them
NASA's
niggas.
Associate Administrator Ahmed Shatria to be joining us shortly for a short
You know
interview
the
while
fucking
recovery operations continue
the
out of
Navy's
Pacific. So we'll
the
stand
Navy
by
is
for that.
who's
And then
recovering
we'll turn
them,
it back
right?
over to
You
Megan
know
Cruz aboard
the
USS
commander of
John
the
P.
Navy
Murtha.
is there, or the captain, I should say, and the general. Fucking fly been flying around in my room this whole time, bro. It's pissing me the fuck off. I want to kill it. I wish like we could have seen like the full like deal of them getting in the ship, like in the integrity. You know, I wish that could have been covered. I like.
This is Mission Control Houston here in the Artemis flight control room. A number of flight controllers basking in the glory of the successful end of this mission that carried 4 astronauts around the moon on a lunar flyby, and the first test flight of Orion with crew
Bro,
members
this
on
is
board.
not fake.
Splashdown occurring an hour and 32 minutes
Nigga
ago
here, bro.
after a flawless descent back into the Earth's
You missed it.
atmosphere.
Nigga Lou believed that we went to the moon.
Its 4 crew members in good shape.
That
Simply
nigga Lou
enjoying,
think the moon
their
landing was
time
real.
right now on the front porch, as it were, the inflatable raft alongside of their Integrity spacecraft. We're expecting
You
Ahmed
can't leave the
Shatria,
bro.
the NASA Associate Administrator, to join us here
We can leave
momentarily
Earth,
for a
bro.
brief interview before we turn it back over to Megan Cruz aboard the USS John P. Murtha, the recovery ship.
Bro, you know, you do realize like if you get a telescope and you look at the brightest star at night, not the sun, I mean not the moon, the brightest star at night, when you see the look for the brightest star at night, that is the space station. If you look out of a telescope, you can see the space station. You can also see other satellites that's in orbit around the Earth, which is thousands. It's thousands of them. And you could go look up Dude Perfect. They went to space. They also went to space. You know what we're gonna do, Pearl? We're gonna both save up. We're gonna both save up 40 grand, and we're gonna get a ticket to space, bro. And we're gonna go to space just so we could prove to you that space is real. It's 40 grand a person. I'll go with you, bro. Me and you could both go. Me and you could both go, bro. We're gonna save up. That's gonna be the thing. We're gonna save up 40 grand, and we're gonna both go to space. That's what we're gonna do, just to prove that. And then when we go, that's so you could go. You could tell everybody that you know, hey, bro, the Earth ain't flat. We could get off of Earth.
Textbook splashdown of integrity in the Pacific to bring home our astronauts. And with us now is Amit Kshatriya, the NASA Associate Administrator. Amit, a little bit of history made tonight, a little bit of history made over the past few weeks. Your thoughts as this team here basks in the glow of what they just accomplished?
Yeah, Rob, we're here in the control center, and it's kind of overrun with jubilant folks in the mission control, Houston, as well as engineering, and folks that just want to be here, part of it, as we watch our crew get extracted from the vehicle. And, you know, my thought is always about these teams, the team that's in the water right now, pulling the crew out, the team here in Houston that worked so hard over the last 10 days, no sleep to get this done. You know, we still have some work to do to get the crew to the med bay here on the ship. They all look great coming out, so hopefully that won't be too long. You know, I think we saw the administrator on the boat too, giving his thanks to the Navy team on the Mirtha, which they're just an incredible group of sailors. I was able to visit with them a couple weeks ago, and then if you pull it all the way back to the,
I'll make sure y'all check out the TikTok and the YouTube !YT for the new YouTube.
Made the heat shield tiles that held together tonight.
Yeah, I'll pin the new
YouTube.
YouTube.
In Florida, that integrated the vehicle in Denver.
I think it's !YT.
Fired the boosters in Promontory. I mean, this is the entire team,
I'll pin it.
You know, coming together and being tested by the environment that this machine went through, and they did it right. The work was good. They did it right.
You've said in a number of briefings, of course, and in other forums that this is just the first step. The cadence has
Make sure y'all subscribe to the gaming YouTube.
Now it's a little early for the full report card. On
!YouTube for the main YouTube, main channel.
From your eyes view, exceed expectations.
It absolutely did. I mean, I was waiting to talk about this until we're in the water, and you know, I think we still have, again, work to do to bring it in and really kind of go through it bolt by bolt and see what we learned. But I mean, so far, given what we learned during the mission and given how we performed on ascent, on entry, you know, I always think about energy in terms of the states that you worry about the most, and every time we put these machines through these incredibly energetic states, they came through. So I'm fairly confident that we made a.
So they have 40 minutes, 42 minutes.
Surface. I think the path to the surface is open now. You know, we
32 minutes. They have 32 minutes.
We talk about that as cleanly as we can. We learned a few things
to recover the last remaining two, or the 4 members of integrity. The crew that went on the Artemis 2 mission on a trip around the moon and back to Earth.
How captivating was this experience for the
Artemis 2? This is the Artemis 2 mission.
As we return to the moon.
You know, I have not been able to watch a lot of the coverage as we've progressed through the mission. I will tell you, just, you know, from my witness in Florida before launch, and then seeing the people's faces here, and then, you know, reading where I can about how things are going. I think this has been a gift to the world.
I was only supposed to stream 3 hours, but this right here is fucking. This is a milestone for mankind.
And that, to me, is what this is really about. Young people.
So I'm gonna stream all of this until it's done.
When we have teams that collaborate, that, you know, it doesn't matter how hard.
But this was the Artemis 2 mission. They gathered the Orion and went around the moon and came back to Earth, and they landed today. They were in space for 8 days.
They should come work in the program, because Lord knows we need the help. But even if they don't want to come work in the program, hopefully they grow up to recognize they can do amazing things when they work together and contribute to society and be good citizens and really change the way, the challenges that are coming.
Man, I wish I could have
are overcomeable
become an
if we
astronaut or
work
something,
together like
bro.
this.
And one final question.
I'm gonna tell my son
Flying
and
to
my
the
daughter, like,
We did it. We've
anything
done it
is
again
possible.
This past week and a half or so.
I'm gonna make sure
But
that
the
they know, like,
engineering
anything is
that went
possible.
behind the
Any
design of
goal
this
you want to
mission
reach is
and
possible
the
to reach it.
precision, the
It is
painful precision
impossible
of this vehicle
for
entering that
someone to not reach a goal that they set.
Yeah, it is incredible.
It
when
is
you think about the
completely
energies
possible,
involved. I mean, the energies
100%,
involved
to
that
do
we're-
anything
are-
you want to
when
do
we
in
started
life.
the vehicle into orbit, it was 99.2% down the middle. When we dropped
It is
vehicle
100%
right on top
possible.
of the
Everything
meteor,
is
our
possible.
guys knew exactly where to go, but the guidance was perfect. And it's interesting. I've got this question a lot over the last few weeks about.
I wish I just had the guidance.
Before 53 years ago,
I wish I had the guidance.
I mean, it is a reasonable thing to contemplate, like what's gone on since then. And what I'd tell you is,
Here's the first recovery.
when we did Apollo, which again, the more we learn about what they did, the more magical it seems what they were able to accomplish.
Here's the first
given
recovery.
technology and the learnings that they had. But when we did Apollo, the architects of Apollo, Gilbert, Seaman, von Braun, Mueller, what they really wanted to do,
Nigga swinging from a helicopter.
As they
Toe
were
up.
contemplating what it meant to expand our range of action to the lunar surface, what they wanted to do was learn how to live and work in space for a long time. They wanted to do that first before they were confident they could expand their range of action to the moon. Now, of course, the politics of the time and the mission at the time was different, and so they had to go straight to the moon and bring people home. And then after that, the program kind of lost its momentum. But after that, NASA kept moving along those paths, right? So we recognized during Apollo that reusability was going to be important. We spent a lot of money on those machines, and we spent a lot of money on these machines here. Even though, but we recognized that reusability was important, which is why we built a winged space plane called Space Shuttle, and then we used that reusable machine to build a space station. And we learned for 25 years how to live and work in space, and have been able to develop technologies that can enable exploration. So really, what I think is now, 53 years later, we're at the point where the architects of Apollo would have been pleased that we're now ready to actually go back to the moon and go back to
So
space.
this one is recovering Christina first.
There's a lot of people
And then I believe
tonight, and, we were
Jeremy's
excited for joining
second.
us. Ahmed Shathria, NASA's Associate Administrator, as we begin to hoist the crew onto the helicopter.
And then Victor and then Reid be last.
Congratulations, Ahmed.
Day after day.
This is Mission Control Houston, with the crew members now beginning to be hoisted aboard the Navy helicopters. Let's go to Megan Cruz aboard the USS John P. Murtha, who will take it from here.
Hey, Rob, yeah, back.
Hey, Pearl, what you on, bro?
Ship here, we are seeing the helicopters circling Orion. The first one there, having just completed picking up the first astronaut. Helo 2 now, hovering just 40 feet above the front porch, lowering a recovery specialist out of the
Now
helicopter.
he's gonna grab
That person
Jeremy
will touch down in the front porch just there.
and attach to Jeremy, right?
The crew members already outfitted with a harness that will allow them to quickly attach to the hoisting device. Look at the power of those blades throwing water out at the center there.
I'm gonna put this reaction on YouTube as well.
With now
It's gonna go be on my
3
main channel.
astronauts
Exclamation
and the
mark
recovery specialist.
YouTube for my main channel.
Again, crews already outfitted with a harness vest.
Boom. There goes Jeremy.
And here we go. Second astronaut now off the front porch, getting hoisted into the second helicopter. That helicopter will now hover just a distance away to give room for the first helicopter to come back and pick up the third astronaut. As we wait for that helicopter to come back, make its way back around, just want to mention that the President of the United States called our NASA administrator today while he was on the ship, just minutes after we interviewed him live on our coverage, and congratulated him and NASA on this history-making moment tonight. Helicopter 1 again hovering 40 feet over the front porch. We will soon see another recovery specialist getting lowered onto the front porch. Wow, imagine sitting on that front porch, the wind, the water. But again, the recovery team determined that a helicopter flight back to the ship here would be safer, faster.
Is that the second one or the third one? That's the third one. So that's Victor. That's Victor they just recovered.
Third astronaut.
So they're gonna come back and recover Reid, Commander Reid last.
Helicopter now. That first helicopter now on its way back to the ship here. We will soon see it land in just a few minutes. Again, all this action happening just 3,000 yards away from us, so a very quick flight back to the flight deck.
Damn.
And now the only person left on the front porch, Commander Reid Wiseman.
Here's his ride.
That second helicopter now making its way back over to the front porch.
Man.
Here it comes.
It would be amazing if I could get one of them to like come on my stream and like they gotta understand like they're my heroes.
Making its final approach here.
Damn, they didn't even send nobody down to pick the nigga up. Damn. Oh, nigga riding with him. But they got somebody in there. One of the what's her name still in there?
Commander
Christina
Reid
Koch.
Wiseman. Now off the front porch and almost into the second helicopter. Both now on their way back to the ship where we are. The USS John P. Murtha, just west of San Diego in the Pacific Ocean.
I wonder if they're gonna give him like an interview or like some screen time, like with that journalist that's speaking, that was just speaking, or just spoke.
Exciting to see our 4 crew members minutes away from landing on the flight deck here on the recovery ship.
Bro, this is like
550 people on this ship. Excited, ready, anxious, looking forward to welcoming this crew aboard.
Bro, I wish I could like, bro, I think I might become a journalist, bro.
Watching them now with our own eyes. Close to the ship here. Hearing them begin to hover on the flight deck, which is just across from us, here on the bow. The first helicopter coming in.
I guess the helicopter's just gonna land, right? Because there's no point in dropping them off, right?
And wheels down. Wheels down of the first helicopter carrying 2 of our Artemis 2 crew. pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialist Christina Koch. Kilo 1 on deck reported on the recovery loop. Again, the mission audio loops.
So they recovered them with
The
10 minutes to
recovery team are
spare.
using here to communicate with one another. And an announcement just made on the ship, integrity incoming. 2 more helicopters on their way to the flight deck, one carrying the crew, the other.
I think I might
one of
need
our
braces.
imagery helicopters. Again,
Sucks.
kudos to our imagery and aerial teams for giving us these beautiful views of history in the making. Set amid a gorgeous, soon-to-be sunset here in the Pacific Ocean.
It's crazy that I might need braces and I got veneers. I better just go get my veneers fixed.
Making its approach of the flight deck.
I'm developing a gap.
Plenty of people here on the bow with their cell phones out, filming this moment.
Damn.
Some impressive flying here by the Navy.
I don't think it's that
Seconds
impressive.
away from wheels down. And there you go. We now have all 4 Artemis II crew members on the USS John P. Murtha. I'm sure they're happy to be out of the water.
I mean, technically they're still in the
Recovery
water.
ship with again 550 people on board,
Damn. 550?
ready to welcome them home. But first, as we've been saying throughout the broadcast, just making sure the crew feel good. We reported that they were feeling good when they were in Orion, but those were just initial, quick, verbal assessments of how they're feeling. Their destination tonight, the medical bay here on the ship, right after we power down the helicopters here. The team on the flight deck working quickly but methodically.
Man. Here's the where are the members? Where's the crew?
To touchdown.
Them niggas nice. Them niggas know how to fly them bitches. That nigga Kobe should have had one of them niggas flying his helicopter. That shit would have never happened. We would still have Kobe Bryant, bro. Niggas did that shit on purpose, bro.
Very limited personnel here on the flight deck.
Maneuver doctrine is in effect.
As that 3rd helicopter touches.
Man, that was a tough little landing.
The ship is at flight quarters. Stand clear of weather decks, ACO frame 095. We're no cover stop side, through articles over the side.
I wonder how many birds is like fucking helicopters murdered.
While just a few folks
In
on the
GTA.
flight deck itself, there are plenty more on some upper decks. I see in some of our views
Wing walls, vehicle storage area, and
a
flight
very
deck will
packed
conduct
crowd
visual
overhead.
operations.
Announcements being made over the ship's loudspeaker system, reminding folks to stay clear of operational areas like the flight deck, so that teams can work quickly to get the crew off of the helicopters and into the medical bay.
I was gonna play Call of Duty,
6
but
p.m.
I think
Pacific
this
time.
took up all my time, bro.
We are within 2
We've been
hours
watching this
of that splashdown time,
for
and already we have all
1
four
hour
members
and
on the flight deck
55
of the
minutes.
USS John P. Murtha.
It's been 1 hour and 55 minutes since Splashdown.
Again, crew waiting.
So they recovered them in time
for the helicopters
with 5 minutes to
complete the
spare.
shutdown. Safety, of course, very important to NASA and the U.S. military.
Damn, how long it take for the fucking helicopters to power down?
Start seeing
For the rotors to go off.
walk off the helicopters one by one.
Look, that one's slowing down. The bottom left. Look, it's slowing down. The one at the top right look like it's. I mean, top left look like it's slowing down too. Bottom right is slowing down as well. Bottom right's stopped. Top right looked like it's gonna be the last one to stop, and the crazy thing is, top left is the last one to land, and it stopped first. That's crazy. I'm ready. Let's do this. Y'all just came back from going around the moon. I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna be able to walk though. I bet you they like real anxious to see their family. So here's one. Here's one that's about to get out. Probably the pilot and the scientist lady. Look, yeah, it's the pilot and Jeremy.
All right, and now here we see pilot Victor Glover and mission specialist Christina Koch sitting on the edge of one of the helicopters, looking in great spirits. That familiar smile and laugh from Victor, I can see it from here. Christina, I'm sure, feeling the same way, just blocked a little bit by our camera here, but we'll see her here shortly. A photographer taking their pictures. Victor saluting folks on the flight deck. They look like they're in great spirits. Happy to be home, I'm sure. If you're sitting at home, I hope you too are wondering, what would you want to ask them if you got a chance to talk to them, because that is what I'm thinking about. Getting the opportunity to talk to or ask questions of these 4 astronauts who just made history as the first crew to
I wonder if they're going to be able to walk.
Since 1972. Oh, there we see Christina there, also smiling. Finally,
oh, look, she's
waving
waving
at the cameras. Hello to you too, Christina. Yes. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome home.
Why she look like she got a mustache?
A loudspeaker announcement on the ship saying, "Welcome home, Integrity."
Finally, she stopped calling him fucking Orion.
Victor in great spirits. I can't see who he's talking to, but I kind of think that he might be talking to his other 2 crew members. Shouting from across the flight deck, congratulations to one another.
Why this nigga wiped his head like he had hair or something? No, nigga. You bald.
And so now we see some Navy personnel walking up to the helicopter.
Hey, Chad, should I cut my shit and get waves,
Again, the
bro?
first helicopter carrying pilot Victor Glover and mission specialist Christina Koch.
Shoulda.
Both have taken off their helmets now.
Whoa. Did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Oopsies.
Some pictures, video to catalog this historic moment. A beautiful sunset just behind them here in the Pacific Ocean. Golden hour. These pictures will be beautiful. Now we see NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. He is on the flight deck, as well as flight surgeon Rick Schuring walking over to Victor and Christina first. We saw the administrator walk over to the other helicopter, which is carrying Commander Reid Wiseman and mission specialist Jeremy Hanson. We heard from Rick earlier in the broadcast. Again, he said he's going to be out there on the flight deck to do another initial assessment of the crew, ask them how they're feeling, anything bothering them. But again, from what I'm seeing, they look like they're in great spirits and feeling pretty good for folks who just traveled 695,000 miles.
695,000 miles.
And now here to the Pacific Ocean.
And took off on one of the keys in Florida.
We're now seeing NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman walking across the flight deck. He had been talking to Reid and Jeremy, now approaching Victor and Christina. A hug from Victor, a hug from Christina.
Look, he's standing up.
That we're getting to experience.
It looked like he got noodle legs, though.
I'm sure congratulatory words. You know, we got to speak to the administrator live on this broadcast as well, and he said the kid in him right now, giddy, absolutely giddy.
Bro, like, this is amazing, bro.
Today, returning
look at the sunset
home safely and in good spirits after a 10-day mission around the moon. And here we go. We're seeing Jeremy walking, waving across the flight deck, now on his way to the medical bay.
He gotta use people to walk.
It's
I wonder if they're gonna get like some screen time though, like the top.
Again, that's why the recovery team decided to use helicopters to get them on the flight deck.
I want like, bro, like I would have like a million questions, bro. I don't even know what the first question is that I would ask.
And now on the flight deck, we see the chief of the astronaut office, Scott Tingle. Rick Schuring switching places. He's going over to the other helicopter. Big hugs, big hugs.
Really big
from
hugs.
Victor, Christina to Scott. Again, a gorgeous sunset setting the stage for this recovery tonight. All right. And now here we are, Christina.
So it's been over 2 hours.
Making her way.
It's been 2 hours and 4 minutes, but they recovered them with 10 minutes to spare.
You can see she's looking up again. Lots of people.
Well, she got a hat on.
A few levels up off the flight deck, welcoming her home. Scott holding the door like a gentleman, but back on his way to the other crew still on the flight deck.
Shake that nigga hand and give him a hug, son. Nigga just completed
Still
a
on the flight deck,
crazy mission, bro.
Victor Glover and Reid Wiseman. It looks like Victor will be the next one headed to medical bay. More hugs, more hugs.
These niggas are gonna be cemented in history forever, bro. Cemented into history
Victor looking good as
forever.
he walks across the flight deck. NASA administrator applauding. Victor applauding for all the folks on the ship with him who played a role in their safe return today.
Why that nigga's shoes look like it's on the wrong feet? Bro, I gotta go to the gym and do fucking back tomorrow. Back and buys. Oh my gosh, bro. I like doing back. I like seated rows is like my
Finally,
favorite
just
exercise.
one Artemis 2 crew member
The commander.
left on the flight deck. Commander Reid Wiseman. Applause from the group there on the flight deck, I'm sure, as well as on the level just above them, packed with people.
Oh yeah, it's hard for them to
Reid
walk.
looking good as he takes his steps
Look, he ain't got that good of a balance.
towards the medical bay.
He didn't have that well of a balance. Him and Christina.
Artemis 2 crew members back on the ship. Again, now they will head into medical bay, where they will be assessed by flight surgeons from both NASA as well as the Canadian Space Agency. A more in-depth assessment. When they get to medical bay, they will each have their own nurse. They will be helped out of their suits. And then again, we'll check to see that they're feeling good. Make sure it's not just adrenaline, but that they are feeling good from their long journey back from the moon. Beautiful shot of that sunset.
Bro, if I was a member of that crew,
Illuminating our
when
flight
we
deck.
splashed down, I would have cried. I'd have cried coming out of that helicopter, bro. I'd have been crying. I'd have been in tears, bro. I'm cemented into history, bro. I'm cemented into history. Like, you gotta understand that. Like, this is history.
All right, and now
This is historical.
safely on board, I want to welcome on Artemis Recovery Director Lily Villarreal. Lily, I don't know how you must be feeling right now. Ecstatic,
I'm
relieved.
so ecstatic, relieved. Of course, we still have to bring the capsule into the well deck of the ship, but this is a major milestone to have the crew here on the ship and in Med Bay. You know, our team has been preparing and working really hard, and I'm just so proud of them all. Everything went very well, just as planned.
Bro, like,
Our teammates in Houston, the flight control team was just
I just
amazing.
don't understand, bro.
We were able to have great conversations and communications about everything. And I don't know what else to say. I'm just so ecstatic. It's such a wonderful feeling to get to this point. Again, we still have to get the
Niggas don't
capsule, but
understand.
it's huge for all of us in landing recovery.
Like,
and I
this
couldn't
is
do
like
this without my team, and of course the
amazing.
full support of the U.S. military. There's going to be lots of, you know, high fives when we get the capsule back in, and I'm so happy that the crew's doing well, Orion's doing well, and you know, thank you for, you know, for everybody watching.
Yeah, it was great to watch the crew come back to
Bro,
the
I
ship
used to have
with
a
you.
bomber
How
jacket,
were you
a
feeling
NASA
when you were
bomber
seeing
jacket.
them looking so happy to be home and feeling really good?
You know, the funny thing is that we had
I gave
video
it
of
to my
them
uncle.
from inside the Orion vehicle. They were like that from the beginning. When we opened the hatch, they were already out of their seats, having a good time, waiting for us to open the hatch. And they opened the hatch, and of course, we did the first medical assessment. Everybody was doing very well. and they were just having such a great time with the medical team that was inside
I
the
mean,
capsule. I think they were all taking
you have
selfies
to.
with the phones that they have, probably talking about what they saw, and it was just smiles all around. They were
Like, I
having such a
wonder
great
if they
time.
seen like
And then we put them on the front
some
porch.
crazy
We were
shit
ready to
up
put them
there,
on the front
like.
porch, and again, you could see they were just so ecstatic to be home and talking to everybody. So we were very happy
Because it's
to
not
see all
pitch
of that
black
in
up
the
there.
control room of the LFOC.
How remarkable is that? Again, if we think about their journey, the
I mean, it's dark,
695,000
but
mile
it's
journey
not pitch
around
black.
the
They
moon
can
and
see.
back, coming back at 30 times faster than the speed of sound. I mean, how remarkable is that they are in such good spirits?
30 times faster. It was at Mach 30.
I think you guys have seen it for the past 10 days.
There's at
They're
33,000
wonderful people, and
miles per
we're
hour.
so
That's
happy
Mach
that they brought us
33.
along on that ride. And I can't wait to see all the additional videos.
That's 30
and
times
pictures
the
that they
speed
have
of sound.
That, we'll get a hold of now that they're back on the ground. And I can't wait to hear how, a little more than what we saw on the press briefings from the crew about what they saw. It's just fantastic. Some of my favorite people around this 10 days was the science team and how excited they were. And so this is exactly how we feel in the landing recovery team when the science team went, oh my goodness, when they heard all the discussions about the moon. This is exactly how we feel now in the landing recovery team. We're so ecstatic. Yeah. Again, we have to recover the capsule. I want to make sure we don't forget about our Orion.
Lily's all about business. She's thinking about what's next. But yeah, speaking of these 10 days, I mean, we have been along for the journey with them, live with them 24/7 for 10 days, and just really seeing the engagement that we've gotten from around the world. What do you hope people take away from this mission?
I think that's fantastic. So, my story was that I went to the Kennedy Space Center. I was born in Colombia. I was 10 years old when we moved
So
to the
she's
United
Colombian?
States, but when I was 7, my family took me to the visitor center, and that's when I learned about Apollo. And we went to the moon, and I learned about astronauts, and that story was what really fueled me to want to do STEM and want to be an astronaut. And I think that this Artemis program is going to do exactly what what girls, my age back then is 7, young people right now, girls and even like young men, obviously. But
I don't think I would want
people
my
to
kids
know
to
that you can do this.
be
right?
astronauts,
If you
but
wanna
I
come
want
and
them
work
to
for
know
NASA, if I did it, they
like,
can do it. And
it's
Artemis
possible.
program's just going to inspire everybody, and I'm so happy about that. Yeah. Like Apollo inspired me.
Thank you so much, Lily. Really appreciate you being here. As you said, still a lot of work to do. 5 to 6 more hours to recover Orion that's still out in the water. So I'll let you get back to it. But you had beautiful words to say again. We hope that this inspires people. We hope that you come and join us at NASA and accomplish great things with us in the future. Back to you, Rob.
Thank you, Megan, and safe sailing out there in the Pacific. Here in Mission Control, it is now all quiet. The team of flight controllers and all their support personnel have left the room to enjoy the aftermath of a textbook touchdown by Integrity that splashed down in the Pacific right on target to complete this historic flyby of the moon, the Artemis II mission. With that, we'll wrap up our coverage for the night and point you to a post-Splashdown news conference in 15 minutes at 9:35 p.m. Central Time, 10:35 p.m. Eastern Time, where managers will discuss the return of the Integrity spacecraft and the completion of the Artemis II mission. With that, we'll wrap up our coverage for this evening and historic mission in the history books. This is Mission Control Houston.